Hello there. Good morning once again, dear students. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are still in a good condition as we enter our fourth quarter. Now, before we get started, I'd like to congratulate you for accomplishing your quarters 1, 2, and 3. Now, as we enter the fourth quarter, I hope you keep your passion. Anyway, we only have 2 months to go, and then we're almost done with this school year. So keep your passion, um, give your best in whatever activity that you're going to take with the modules that you'll be receiving. Now for this week, I'd like you to prepare your week 1 module, pen and paper for you to take down notes, the things that we will be discussing in this video lesson. And watch until the end so you will have a guide in accomplishing this module. Okay, so once again, welcome back to our class and get ready as we journey in this module. Today's module is entitled Employing a Variety of Strategies for Effective Interpersonal Communication. So the developer of this one is Dennis Paul Lorenzo Z. Garcia. Now before we go further, you're supposed to be done answering the what I know part, because this will tell us what you have already known about the lesson, and this is the thing that we're going to counter check when we get to the assessment part. Now if you are not yet done, please take a pause and then answer this one before you proceed. So come back when you're done. All right. So to start with, let's try to take a look at interpersonal communication. Now when we say interpersonal, it is composed of two concepts. We have the inter and the personal. So when we say inter, it means it comes from the word interact or to participate. And when we say personal, we are talking about a particular person or particular people. So when we say interpersonal communication, it is the exchange of ideas between and among two or more people. It is very important for us to have interpersonal communication. It is where we have or where we bond with each other. It is where we create a better relationship with each other. Regardless of whether we agree or we disagree with someone else's opinion, it is important that we have good interpersonal communication. And one of the most important aspects of interpersonal communication is the act of listening. It is not simply hearing what someone else is saying, but rather to listen to what they want to convey. We focus on the person who is speaking. And one way to do that is to listen carefully and not to interrupt them. In this case, we gain respect whether even if we agree or we disagree with that person. If we have a better interpersonal communication skill, we can gain the respect, and we also show the respect that the person deserves. There are 4 types of interpersonal communication. So let's try to take a look at them. The first one is verbal, which is also known as oral. So when we say verbal or oral interpersonal communication, this uses spoken words to share information and ideas. The second one, we have listening. This is an active process in which we try to understand the message from a speaker. The third one, we have written. This is an interpersonal communication which uses printed words, like for example emails, letters, and the like. And then the last one, we have the nonverbal. This includes the tone of voice, the facial expression, the gestures, and the like. So these are the different types of interpersonal communication. Here are some tips on how to become a good interpersonal communicator. The very first one, we have listen well. It is very important that we listen carefully to the speaker in order for us to give a correct response and in order for us to react properly. The second one, think before you speak. In this concept, we need to consider the things that we say, the idea that we want to convey, the correct words that we want to speak. So think before you speak. It will also give you the thing that would affect the relationship that you have with the speaker. And then the third one, do not interrupt the other person. It is very rude to interrupt when someone is speaking. So you wait for your turn before you say something, or you wait for the speaker to stop before giving your opinion or your side of the story. The fourth one, we have don't deviate. This means stick to the topic at hand. So when you are in a communication or when you are in a discussion, try to focus on the topic that are supposed to be discussed. Do not go beyond, far, or other. Do not include other kinds of topic unless the topic at hand is over. That's the time you can enter a new discussion. The next one, we have don't show negative body language. Now 50% of interpersonal communication is composed of body language. So as much as possible, try to show positive body language. Regardless of whether the topic is interesting, the topic is not uh, from your own expertise, try to show positive body language. This will also show your attitude or your manner of being respectful. And then the last one, this one is something very, very important. Be open to receiving feedback. Now, when you are in a discussion, it is very common or it is very normal that we receive criticism or we receive negative feedback, positive feedback. Nonetheless, try to be open, and this will make you a mature interpersonal communicator. And that ends the lesson on interpersonal communication. Now always remember that if you are in a conversation, if you are in a discussion, or in any communication process, always remember to be a good interpersonal communicator. Let's try to practice the things that we learn here in our daily activities. So, first and foremost, always remember to be more polite, show respect whenever you are in a communication process. So once again, thank you so much for journeying with me in this module. I hope that we have helped you accomplish the activities in this module using this video lesson. Now, if you have any question with regards to the activities, please feel free to message me or your English teacher. For sure, they will be very open to help you in accomplishing this module. So once again, thank you so much, and I'll be seeing you in our next lesson. Bye! Stay safe and God bless.